sheets, the smell of rain on the morning streets. I'm watching you wait, slow and gold, a story I never wanna be told. Just live, you're rubbing the sleep from your eyes while the blue starts to fill up the skies. We don't have a plan, we don't have a place, just the light falling over your face. The coffee is cold, but I don't mind. We're leaving the hurry and worry behind. The clock on the wall is a liar today, 'cause time doesn't move when you look my way. Oh, these perfect days in a soft, sweet haze, where the simplest things are the ones that stay. Walking nowhere, talking all afternoon, wishing the sun wouldn't give up to the moon. If this is the start, let the start never end. My lover, my gravity, my closest friend, in these perfect days. Your hand in my pocket, a casual fit, the spark of a fire, the way that we lit up the sidewalk with nothing but smiles. We could walk for 1,000 miles and never get tired of the view, as long as the view is just you. Laundry on Sunday, a song on the radio, nowhere to be and nowhere to go. It's not the diamonds, it's not the gold, it's the way that your hand is so easy to hold. It's the quiet, I love you while we're crossing the street. It's the feeling of finally being complete. Oh, these perfect days in a soft, sweet haze, where the simplest things are the ones that stay. Walking nowhere, talking all afternoon, wishing the sun wouldn't give up to the moon. If this is the start, let the start never end. My lover, my gravity, my closest friend, in these perfect days. Just another Tuesday, just another lifetime with you. The battery's at 4%, but I don't care where the power went. The glow of the screen is the only light, reflecting the stars in the middle of the night. We've covered the basics, we've covered the dreams. We're pulling apart all the world at the seams. From your childhood dog to the way that you cry, to the things that you've never told any other guy. My voice is getting raspy, a little bit low, but I'm hooked on the way that your thoughts seem to flow. The sun is a ghost on the edge of the sky, but I'm not ready to say goodbye. All night talking, drifting away, finding the words that we can't say by day. The ceiling is spinning, the shadows are long, but tucked in the silence shots. I'm tracing the patterns of sound that you made, trying to keep every secret you stayed. We've run out of topics, so we start them again, laughing at nothing in silence. And then you ask me a question that hits me so deep, I forget for a second I ever needed sleep. I know you're mine now, the map of your soul, the pieces of you that make me feel whole. The world is asleep, it's just us on the line, two heartbeats tangled, refusing to align. With the morning, stay a little all night talking, drifting away, finding the words that we can't say by day. The ceiling is spinning, the shadows are long, but tucked in this silence is where we belong. Just the hum of the wire and the breath in my ear. I've never felt closer, I've never felt clear. And when we're all night talking, wait, lies coming in. Don't hang up yet. Just breathe with me for a minute. Still talking. I forgot where I parked the car, I forgot where the exits are. Everything outside this room is a blur, a memory of who I used to be, who I were. The walls are expanding, the floor's drifting off. I'm floating on phrases so quiet and soft. You said my name and the world lost its grip. I'm a passenger now on a sinking ship, but I don't wanna swim. The maps are all blank, the compass is spinning. I'm losing the race, but I feel like I'm winning. I'm deep in the forest, I'm out in the sea, and I've never been happier not to be me. I'm lost in you, and I don't wanna be found. I'm miles above the solid ground, in the maze of your heartbeat, the curve of your smile. I think I could stay here a very long while. No North Star to guide me, no light to pursue, just beautifully, hopelessly lost in you. You're a language I'm learning by touch. I never knew nothing could mean quite this much. The way that you lean in the scent of your skin. I don't know where I end and where you begin. Time is a concept that doesn't apply. It's just a slow blink of your dark, heavy eye. If I'm dreaming, don't wake me. If I'm falling, don't catch. Every piece of my soul is a perfect match. Close the curtains, lock the door. I don't need the world anymore. The gravity's gone. We're just drifting used to look for pieces in 100 different faces, trying to find a home in all the wrongest places. A bit of wit here, a little kindness there, but it always felt like breathing thin and empty air. Then you walked in, didn't even try, just a hello and a look in your eye, and suddenly the noise just faded to a hum. I realized exactly where I'd come. It's not a lightning bolt, it's not a tidal wave, it's just a simple way you make me feel brave. The search party's over, the sirens are still. I've climbed to the top of the very last hill, and there is no one else, no one else but you. Nothing left to prove, nothing left to do. I've stopped looking around, I've stopped checking the door. I don't wonder what if or maybe anymore. In a world of a billion, you're the only one I see. No one else, baby, just you and me. They say the grass is greener on the other side of town, but I'm digging in my roots and I'm settling down. I love the way you laugh when you're barely awake, and the specific way you make a mistake. The tiny things, the messy things, the things they don't see are the only things that ever matter to me. If the stars all decided to go out tonight, I wouldn't be scared, I wouldn't need light, 'cause I've got the sun sitting right here in front of me, the only version of the future I can see. There is no one else, no one else but you. Nothing left to prove, nothing left to do. I've stopped looking around, I've stopped checking the door. I don't wonder what if or maybe anymore. In a world of a billion, you're the only one I see. No one else, baby, just you and me. No one else. I'm done looking, I'm finally Don't say a word, just keep looking at me. It's the only place I've ever felt truly free. I'm tracing the iris, the flecks of golden brown, a million little galaxies where I'd love to drown. You're looking through the layers, through the armor I wear, stripping back the shadows until I'm standing there, just honest, just open, just mine. I've been told that I'm hard to read, that I hide away the things I need, but you don't need a map, you don't need a key. You just look and you see your eyes. They're the only truth I know, the only place I ever wanna go. When the world is getting loud and the colors start to fade, I find my sanctuary in the way that you're made. No secrets left to keep, no reason for the lies. I'm fine. change when you're happy, they darken when you're deep. They're the last thing I see before I fall asleep. I see my future reflected in the black, a path that I'm taking and never looking back. I can see the forever that we talked about last night. It's sitting right there in the flicker of the light. You see the parts of me I tried to hide, and you didn't turn away. You stayed. You stayed. Your eyes, they're the only truth I know, the only place I ever want to go. When the world is getting loud and the colors start to fade, I find my sanctuary in the way that you made. No secrets left to keep, no reason for the lies. I'm found inside your eyes. Just keep looking. Screen light glowing on a pillowcase, 3 dots dancing, I can't hide my face. I've been staring at the blue light for an hour or two, just waiting for another little piece of you. Good morning. How's your day? What are you thinking now? I'm addicted to the rhythm and I don't know how. A few words on a glass pane can make me feel this warm, like a quiet little shelter in the middle of a storm. Scroll up to the start, back to the very first high. Watch the walls come down as the days went by. And how are you doing too? I miss you so much. Digital ghosts of a physical touch. Endless messages floating through the air, proof that you're thinking of me even when I'm not there. Paragraphs of dreams and sentences of fire, feeding the flame of this beautiful desire. My phone's getting hot, but I can't put it down. The sweetest conversation in this whole damn town, just endless messages. I love the way you use a comma, the way you use a heart, how you tell me that you hate it when we're sitting apart. Sharing songs, sharing memes, sharing fears in the dark. Every notification is a brand new spark. I wake up in the night just to check for the glow, searching for a hey, or I just wanted you to know that I'm the last thing you thought of before you close your eyes. The digital version of the sun starting to rise. If the signal fails, if the battery dies, I still hear your voice in the back of my eyes. But for now, just keep typing, let the words overflow. I'm not ready to let this conversation go. Endless messages floating through the air, proof that you're thinking of me even when I'm not there. Paragraphs of dreams and sentences of fire, feeding the flame of this beautiful Your AC's broken, but I don't care. There's a heavy kind of magic in the midnight air. We're tangled in the sheets, a beautiful mess, tracing patterns on skin with a soft caress. The ice in the glass has melted away, but the heat of the moment is here to stay. I can feel your pulse against my palm. In the center of the storm, you're the perfect calm. Gravity is pulling us a little bit closer. The weight of the world is finally over. We're glowing in the dark like embers in a fire, driven by a slow and steady desire. Oh, these are warm nights, thick as honey, feeling like a million when we've got no money. Just the silk of your voice and the heat of your breath, loving you to life, loving you to death. Underneath the moon in the 2 a.m. light, everything is heavy, everything is right in these warm nights. You're whispering things I've never heard. I'm hanging on the edge of every single word. The shadows on the wall are dancing slow. Where the night begins, I don't really know. Your shoulder is a pillow, your arm is a home. I've deleted every road that leads back to Rome. I'm staying right here in the sweat and the salt. If this is a dream, it's a beautiful fall. Don't move, don't speak. The air is heavy and my heart is weak, with the kind of love that leaves a mark, a golden burn inside the dark. Oh, these are warm nights, thick as honey, feeling like a million when we've got no money. Just the silk of your voice and the heat of your breath, loving you to life, loving you to death. Underneath the moon in the 2 a.m. light, everything is heavy, everything is right in these warm nights. It's so warm, don't go anywhere, stay right here. It's so warm, don't go anywhere, stay right here. Oh, it's so warm, don't go anywhere, stay right here. It's so warm, don't go anywhere, stay right here. I've traveled around, I've seen the sights, the city neon and the mountain heights. I've stood in crowds where everyone was loud and chased the silver lining on a lonely cloud. But there's a coordinate that isn't on a map, a little space that fills a giant gap. It's not a city, not a house or a town. It's the only spot where I can let my guard down. When the world gets too heavy and the sky turns gray, I know exactly where I'm gonna stay. I don't need a ticket, I don't need a key to get back to where I'm supposed to be. It's right here, leaning on your shoulder, watching the world grow a little bit older. It's the space between your arm and your chest, the only place my mind can finally rest. You're my sanctuary, my secret. Baby, you're my favorite place. I don't need the fancy lights or the velvet rope. You're my steady ground, you're my only hope. I could be anywhere, 1,000 miles away, but if I'm in your thoughts, then I'm okay. The way you pull me in when I've had a long day, the way you know exactly what you don't need to say. It's the safest harbor I've ever found, with my feet tucked in and my heart unbound. If they tore down the buildings and salted the sea and left nothing but you standing there next to me, I'd still have a home, I'd still have a view, because every somewhere I want is in you. It's right here, leaning on your shoulder, watching the world grow a little bit older. It's the space between your arm and your chest, the only place my mind can finally rest. You're my sanctuary, my secret, and my grace. Baby, you're my favorite place. I'm home, yeah. I'm finally home, my favorite place. I forgot that life could feel this light, like I've been holding my breath through a long dark night. And suddenly the air is easy to take. No more shadows, no more hollow weight. It's in the way you're humming while you make the tea, the way you stop to blow a kiss at me. It's a terrifying thing how simple it is to find the universe inside a single kiss. No buts, no ifs, no waiting for the rain, just a quiet ending to a finished pain. I'm looking for the catch, but there's nothing to find, just a beautiful piece of the rarest kind. This is pure happiness, unfiltered and true. A morning that's gold and a sky that is blue. It's not a peak, it's a steady high, a soft-colored sunset in a wide open sky. I'm not chasing the wind, I'm not running a race, I'm just here in the light of your face. Pure happiness. They write the songs about the breakups and the tears, but nobody sings about the vanishing fears, about the Tuesday afternoons that feel like a prize, and the way I see the good back in my own eyes. You didn't fix me, you just held the light until I could see that I'm doing alright. And now everything's vivid, everything's new, like the world was repainted a brighter hue. I'm not waiting for the other shoe to drop, I'm just gonna let the moment stop. Yeah, let it stop right here. This is pure happiness, unfiltered and true. A morning that's gold and a sky that is blue. It's not a peak, it's a steady high. A soft-colored sunset in a wide open sky. I'm not chasing the wind, I'm not running a race. I'm just here in the light of your face. Pure happiness. It's so quiet. It's so good. Pure. Pure. I used to think that always was a heavy word, a promise made of paper or a song I never heard. I kept one foot out the door just in case the floor would break, ready for the moment that it all turned out to be fake. But you've built something solid in the way you say my name, a quiet kind of fire that doesn't need a flame. It's not a feeling in my head, it's a weight inside my chest, the kind that lets a restless spirit finally take a rest. The honeymoon is over, or maybe it's just changed from a fleeting lightning strike to a life that's reused. I'm looking at the kitchen sink, I'm looking at your shoes, and I realize there's nothing left to lose, because forever feels real now. I can touch it with my hand. It's not a castle in the air, it's the ground on which I stand. It's in the silence after midnight, it's in the waking up at 4. It's knowing that I'll never have to wonder anymore. The once upon a time has finally met the here and now. I don't need to ask why, I don't need to ask how. Forever feels real. It's the laundry on the chair, it's the way we share the bills, it's the quiet understanding that the frantic fever stills into something deeper, something quiet, something true. A version of the world that only works because of you. I'm not scared of the years, I'm not scared of getting old, 'cause your hand is the only one I ever want to hold. Through the winter and the taxes and the fading of the light, you're the only thing that's certain in the middle of the night. It's not a dream, it's a decision. It's not a spark, it's a vision. And I choose you. Every day I choose 'cause forever feels real now. I can touch it with my hand. It's not a castle in the air, it's the ground on which I stand. It's in the silence after midnight. It's in the waking up at 4. It's knowing that I'll never have to wonder anymore. The once upon a time has finally met the here and now. I don't need to ask why, I don't need to ask how. Forever feels real. It's fridge is humming a low, lonely tune, but the kitchen is glowing under the moon. We haven't moved from this spot in an hour, lost in the pull of a quiet kind of power. My face in your neck, your hands on my waist. The rest of the world is a memory erased. No music is playing, but I hear the beat of your heart and the shuffle of our tired feet. Left, right, and a little bit closer, letting the tension go now that it's over. The day was a mountain, the day was a climb, but here in your arms I'm stepping out of time. In this slow dance, we're barely moving at all, just leaning together, so neither will fall. The shadows are long and the morning is far. I'm perfectly happy right here where we are. No rhythm to follow, no steps to get right, just a slow sway and dance in the middle of the night. You're heavy and warm, a beautiful weight, a anchor that's keeping my spirit so straight. I close my eyes and I feel the world spin, but I'm safe in the circle of skin against skin. We're not going anywhere, we're already there. The scent of the lavender soap in your hair is the only thing real in this house full of ghosts. It's the quietest moments I treasure the most. Oh, let go, yeah. Keep me in this way. Wait for the sun to come wash us away, but until the light hits the glass on the door, just 1 minute more, just 1 minute more. In this slow dance, we're barely moving at all, just leaning together, so neither will fall. The shadows are long and the morning is far. I'm perfectly happy right here where we are. No rhythm to follow, no steps to get right, just a slow sway and dance in the middle of the night. Don't wake up, just wait. The blankets on the floor, we don't need the silk. The moonlight on your shoulder, white as morning milk. I'm tracing the geography of every hidden scar, learning who you are, exactly where you are. No lace, no cotton, no barriers between the most honest version of us that's ever been seen. I can feel the heat radiating off your chest. The only place my racing mind can finally find a rest. It's a language with no vowels, a song with no words, the loudest conversation that's never been heard. The spark when we touch, the electric hum, counting down the inches till we both become skin to skin, heart to heart. Nothing in the world but skin to skin. Your thumb traces the line of my jaw so slow. A fire in the marrow, a deep-seated glow. I can hear the blood rushing through your veins, washing away the stress and the city life stains. We're just two animals finding a home in the curve of a rib, in the strength of a bone. It's primitive and perfect, it's holy and it's raw. The only kind of logic that obeys no law. Close your eyes, feel the temperature rise. Every pore, every cell, I know you so well. So well, skin to skin, heart to heart. The only place where I don't know where I end or start. A tidal wave of warmth, a slow motion dive, the simplest way to feel so goddamn alive. Tangled in the dark, where the light is paper thin. Nothing in the world but skin to skin. Don't move, just stay right here. Skin to skin, to skin. I was going to say something, I had it all planned, a sentence, a story, a way to make you understand. But you looked up from your book, or you laughed at the rain, and the words just evaporated out of my brain. Now there's a vacuum where the oxygen should be. I'm a ghost in the room, I'm a ship out at sea. The air is right there, just an inch from my lips, but I'm paralyzed, caught in the total eclipse of you. My lungs are heavy, my heart is a drum, waiting for the I love you to finally come. But I'm stuck in the silence, I'm caught in the light, like a deer in the high beams, in the middle of the night. You leave me breathless, quiet and still, a sudden drop off on the side of a hill. I'm gasping for air while I'm drowning in grace, trying to remember how to breathe in this space. It's a beautiful panic, a sweet kind of pain to lose every thought inside of your name. Yeah, you leave me breathless. It's the way that you move when you don't think I'm looking, the smell of the rain and the toast that you're cooking, the weight of the forever that's sitting between us, a secret so big that the world hasn't seen us. I try to inhale but the atmosphere's thick, with the scent of your skin and a love that is quick. Took over the senses and shut down the mind, leaving every before so far behind. One, two, exhale. I can't every time you touch me. The world goes faint, the oxygen's gone, and I don't even want it back. You leave me breathless, quiet and still, a sudden drop off on the side of a hill. I'm gasping for air while I'm drowning in grace, trying to remember how to breathe in this space. It's a beautiful panic, a sweet kind of pain to lose every thought inside of your name. Yeah, you leave me breathless, all I need to breathe if I'm looking at you. The steam is rising in a slow motion curl. You're the only person left in the world, in your oversized sweater and your messy hair, leaning back in that old kitchen chair. I'm watching the light hit the dust in the air, while you're looking for a spoon that isn't there. No makeup, no armor, just skin and a smile. I think I could sit here for a very long while. The news is on the screen, but the sound is down low. We've got 100 places we're supposed to go, but the world can wait at the edge of the yard. Staying right here shouldn't be this hard. It's the morning coffee and the quiet hello, watching the seeds of the yesterday grow. No fireworks now, just a steady blue flame. The way that my kitchen sounds with your name, bitter and sweet and perfectly hot, giving me everything I never knew I lacked. In the morning coffee. Take a sip and you look out the pane at the garden we planted in the middle of the rain. We're talking about nothing, the weather, the cat, the simple reality of where we're at. I used to think love was a mountain to climb, but it's actually just spending the time between the breakfast and the start of the day, finding the reasons we're gonna stay. Pass me the sugar, stay for a bit. I love the way that the shadows all fit around the edges of your favorite cup. Please don't wake me up if this is a dream. sounds with your name, bitter and sweet and perfectly hot, giving me everything I never knew I lacked. In the morning, coffee. Do you want another cup? Yeah. Me too. The house is settled, the floorboards are still. The moon is hanging on the edge of the hill. I've got my head resting right on your chest, listening to the engine that never takes a rest. It's the only clock I'm willing to trust, turning the forever into a must. One for the rhythm, two for the soul, the steady little engine that keeps me whole. Forget the minutes, forget the hours, we're building a world with invisible powers. I'm sinking into the sound of the life that's cutting through the worry like a silver knife. I'm counting heartbeats, one by one, under the moon till the rising sun. The simplest meter, the truest rhyme. We're perfectly in sync, we're perfectly in time. No need to speak, no need to explain, just the pulse of the blood and the rush in the vein. I'm counting heartbeats. It speeds up a little when I whisper your name, a tiny flicker of a hidden flame. Then it slows back down to a deep, heavy sea, mapping out the safety of you and me. I've memorized the pattern, the skip and the beat, the way it reacts to the summer night heat. If the world went silent and the music died, I'd still have the symphony you carry inside. 1, 2, 3, keep it going for me. Don't let the rhythm break. Stay for both our sakes. I'm counting heartbeats, one by one, under the moon till the rising sun. The simplest meter, the truest rhyme. We're perfectly in sync, we're perfectly in time. No need to speak, no need to explain, just the pulse of the blood and the rush in the vein. I'm counting heartbeats. Stay with rhythm, don't skip a beat. It's the time of night when the filters fall, when the shadows get long against the wall, and the things I've buried, the things I've kept, while the rest of the world just turned and slept, start to bubble up, start to reach the air, because you're the only one I can trust to be there. So I'm gonna tell you the truth, unadorned and plain, Even the parts that are heavy with pain. I'm scared of the way I've fallen for you. I'm scared of the things I'm starting to do, like planning a life and naming the days. I'm lost in 1,000 beautiful ways. These are my quiet confessions, whispered in the dark, the little bits of kindling that started the spark. I'm not as strong as I like to pretend. I'm just a person who's found a best friend. No masks to wear, no games to play, just the honest truths I could never say until the house went quiet. I used to think being alone was a shield, that my heart was a secret that shouldn't be revealed. But you found the cracks and you let in the light, and now I'm wide open in the middle of the night. I love the way you don't try to fix what is me. You just sit in the silence and let me be free. I've never felt seen, not really until now. You've broken the locks and I don't know how. I think I'm in deeper than I ever planned. I think I finally understand why people stay. These are my quiet confessions, whispered in the dark, the little bits of kindling that started the spark. I'm not as strong as I like to pretend. I'm just a person who's found a best friend. To wear, no games to play, just the honest truths I could never say until the house went quiet. These are my quiet confessions, whispered in the dark, the little bits of kindling that started the spark. I'm not as strong as I like to pretend. I'm just a person who's found a best friend. No masks to wear, to play, just the honest truths I could never say until the house went quiet. Are you still listening? Good, I love you.
The stars are getting tired, fading one by one, giving up their secrets to the ghost of the sun. The room is painted in a deep dusty blue, and I'm still awake just staring at you. We've talked through the black and we've talked through the gray. Now the world is preparing to start a new day, but the air is still soft and the shadows are kind, leaving the noise of the city behind. The edge of the window is starting to glow, a violet light that's beginning to show that the night wasn't long enough, not for us. In the quiet of this indigo hush, underneath these velvet skies, watching the morning in your eyes. The world is waking up, but we're still here in the space where the colors are soft and clear. Don't let the daylight break the spell. I've got so many more stories to tell, wrapped in the blue of these velvet skies. of the sheep. The taste of the night is still lingering sweet. We're caught in the middle, the no man's land, between the dreams and the life we've planned. I love how the indigo turns into gold, the most beautiful story that's ever been told. But I'd stay in this blue for a lifetime or more, if it meant we could stay on this side of the door. The sun is a thief. He's coming for the moon. He's coming for the silence. Way too soon. Just 5 more minutes. Underneath these velvet skies, watching the morning in your eyes. The world is waking up, but we're still here in the space where the colors are soft and clear. Don't let the daylight break the spell. I've got so many more stories to tell. Indigo, violet, gold. The night was beautiful. The alarm is screaming on the bedside chest, but I'm ignoring every single request to join the living, to join the day. I've got a much better place to stay, deep in the cotton, deep in the wharf. North is south and south is north. The only geography I care about now is the bridge of your nose and the line of your brow. It's our own little planet, 10 feet square, with a different kind of gravity and different air. No clocks, no bosses, no have-to-be's, just you and the shadows of the willow trees. Under the covers, under the weight of a love that's arrived just a little bit late. The world is a movie with the sound turned off while we're talking in whispers, quiet and soft. It's a secret kingdom made of linen and thread. The only life I want is right here and in this bed. Under the covers, toes find mine in the dark at the end. My lover, my partner, my very best friend. You're smelling like sleep and a little bit of me, the most comfortable version of we. Let the emails pile, let the coffee go cold. Always been told that you have to be moving to get where you're going, but I'm already there and it's finally showing. The light's trying to peek through the gap in the blind, but we'll just leave it behind. Pull it over your head, lock the world out of bed.
there are to say. We've used up the night and we've used up the day. The I love yous are hanging like dust in the light, settling down from the heat of the fight. Not a war, just the struggle of being this close, the kind of exposure that matters the most. But now there's a quiet I've never quite known, a garden of peace that we've finally grown. No need for the music, no need for the noise, no need for the balance or checking the poise. I'm looking at you and I'm looking at me, and for once I'm just happy to let it all be. It's the stillness, the quiet, the weight of your hand, the things that I'm finally starting to understand. No grand gestures, no neon lights, just the honest truth of these velvet nights. You're my favorite place to be. In the stillness, just you and me. I used to think silence was something to fill, like a void in the soul or a lapse in the will. I talked just to hear my own voice in the air, to prove to the shadows that I was still there. But with you, the silence is solid and sweet, like a blanket of snow on a cityless street. I can hear my own heart, and I hear yours too, and they're both saying thank you for being with you. Stay in the dream, let the world spin outside, let it tear at the seams. As long as there's air in this room, as long as this love is in bloom, I'm home. It's the stillness, the quiet, the weight of your hand, the things that I'm finally starting to understand. No grand gestures, no neon lights, just the honest truth of these velvet nights. You're my favorite place to be. In the stillness, just you and me. Soft breathing love, late night honesty, forever feels real now. Yeah, it's real now. We've traveled 20 songs through the dark and the light, from the very first spark to the depth of the night. We've shared all the secrets, the skin-to-skin truth, the wisdom of age and the fire of youth. The coffee is finished, the sun's on the floor, but I've never wanted for anything more than the simple reality of waking up here, where the future is bright and the mission is clear. It's not just a moment, it's not just a phase, it's the first of a million beautiful days. We've closed all the doors to the what used to be, and
and open the window to you and me. This is our first forever, the start of the line, a moment in history, yours and mine. Beyond the maybe and past the if, we're standing together on the edge of the cliff, and we're not gonna fall, we're gonna fly into the gold of a brand new sky. Our first forever. It's the way you look at me when you're half asleep, a promise so quiet, a promise so deep. It's the laundry, the laughter, that I'm on my way. The thousands of small things that make us stay. I used to be scared of the clock on the wall, but with you I don't mind the time passing at all. Because every second is a gift I can hold, in a story that's never gonna get old. In a story that's never gonna get old. 20 steps, 20 songs, back to the place where my heart belongs. It's not an ending, it's just the beginning. This is our first forever, the start of the line, a moment